Very difficult. Very, very difficult. But a win's a win. We'll discuss. Welcome to the Clock Enders podcast. I'm your host, Reginald Dino, just coming off Newcastle versus Arsenal at the Emirates. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Boy, I tell you, get your health insurance paid up if you're an Arsenal fan. My goodness, why can't you score a second goal? Oh my God. Oh, brother. I know they're preparing for Champions League against Atletico. I'm pretty sure they're flying out tomorrow to go to Spain to play them on Wednesday, or actually maybe Monday. They're flying out to go to play the Champions League game. I don't think Mikel Arteta rested anybody. Havertz went down with an injury. Eze went down with an injury, but they're saying that it's more precautionary for Eze than something that's going to keep him out long term. He stayed on the bench. He was walking around the field clapping. So all signs for that look good. For the injury for Eberechi Eze, it looks good that he'll be able to play on Wednesday and going forward. Watching his performance today, it just comes back to last week against Man City. Why are you taking this guy off against Man City? Why are you taking him off, especially if you're eventually going to go to two strikers? He's not afraid to play the risky ball forward. You could see there's a couple of times he did play it. It didn't work. It didn't deter him from playing it again the next time. What can you say? You can't say anything bad. I mean, right at this point, you're trying to collect as many points as you can. You have to win every game. You have to. I don't care if you have to. I don't care what you have to do to win the games. You got to win the games. So I'm not going to complain about a win at this point of the season. I don't care how you have to do it. If David Raya is the only guy that has to come up and score a header, guess what? I don't care. As long as we win the games. I was sitting there wondering, why isn't Man City playing? Oh, they played on Wednesday. They don't play for another. And I realized that they're playing Southampton in the FA Cup. I should have checked to see what happened. It was 0-0 at half when I looked. I would like to check to see what happened in that game, but I'll check it after the show. But 1-0 win against a team that's, I was worried about Newcastle because I know the way they play against us is very physical, very smothering, very suffocating. I was afraid that we wouldn't have anything to get out of it, but in the 9th minute came to our rescue. What a goal. What a goal. And I hope we're not listening to the dummies, the dummy pundits and the dummy fans and all of that who are saying, oh, you only score off set pieces. So we're trying to prove them wrong in some way and not crossing the ball in from corners. At this point of the season, if that's the only way you can score, do it. I don't give a shit. Set piece FC. I don't care. Score the goal. But we had 4, I think the first 4 corners we did it short, and actually our goal came off of one of them. But I just hope that we're not listening, the coaching staff is not listening to we only score off corner. Let's show them that we can do it in other ways. At this point, at 4 games left to go, put all the corners in. I don't give a shit. If Gabriel has 8 goals, all off corners in the last 4 games, well done. Don't care. Nothing really to complain about. Well, you can't, I guess you can complain about everything. You can find a way to complain about something every time. But for me, there's nothing to complain about today. Just get the W. I don't care if it looks pretty. I don't care if it looks awful. At this point, just get the W. We got the W. We'll do player ratings. Quick show, guys. Quick show today. I guess we got to start here, eh? Guess we got to start there. David Raya, not much to do today. Made a great save off Tonali's shot. If you get a view of Tonali's shot from behind, that ball was moving all over the place, and David Raya was still able to save it. Didn't have to do. I don't think he had to do anything in the second half. 7. In the middle, Saliba. Don't hear his name much. He's not making a mistake. That's all you can ask for from your defenders. Don't make a mistake. Customary 8. His partner, Gabriel. Again, same thing. As a defender, if I don't hear your name, you didn't make a mistake. Perfect. 8. On one side, we had Hincapié. What a player, guys. What a player. I hope that permanent deal is done. They're saying 40 million. That's a steal to me. That's a steal to me. He made a cross-saving tackle and then sprung Gyökeres down the wing, and then Gyökeres ball into Saka was awful, but gives it his all. South American player just gives it his all, and that's all you can ask for these guys. So today, 8 for him today. On the other side, Benny Blanco. For me, guys, defenders, I don't hear your name a lot. You're good. 7 today for Ben White. Didn't put a foot wrong, in my opinion. The engine, brother. The engine. Lung-busting run in the 93rd minute to catch up to a ball and played another awful ball to across the field to Saka. Should have held on to it, but whatever. I was like, he's got to be gassed. And at the end of the game, you can see he's gassed. He's bent over, gassed. And that's the type of effort we want. He's the engine of the midfield right there. Every week I can give this guy man of the match. Every single week. And I'm probably going to give him man of the match this week. Maybe. We'll see. 8 today. Reading some messages. Why did we sign Eza? All he can do is score against Tottenham. That's all he can do. Next year, I believe this guy's going to bust out better than he ever did at Crystal Palace. And he was amazing at Crystal Palace. And next year, I think he's going to bust bigger. He started on the left wing today. You can find him drifting into the middle. I guess the left winger drifts into the middle now and was playing with Odegaard pretty much. You play Odegaard and Eza together. What's the problem? Why can't you do that? Why can't you do that? What can you say about the goal as well? He had an opportunity in the first half, and before that on a corner with his left foot, and then he straightened it out and hit a banger with his right foot for the goal, 9th minute. So I don't know, man. I think he's one of the guys that should be on the game sheet every game in, game out. Whether you're going to put him in the middle, playing right behind the striker. I don't know if we like him on the wing. I don't think that's his preferred position because he has to track back. But slowly but surely, he's learning what Mikel wants, and I guess Mikel is trusting him a little bit more. And now you're seeing him play game in, game out. Fantastic performance today for me. He gets an 8. All the criticism this guy took the last 2 games, not good enough. Why did we sign him? Why is he playing? For me, I mean, as a professional footballer, you're going to have games where you're not good. As a factory worker, you're going to have days where you're not good. As an office worker, you're going to have days where you're not good. Why should it be any different for a professional footballer? He had 2 bad games. He was fantastic. For me, he's fantastic today. Gave the ball away once, the whole crowd, oh, yeah, relax. I know we need a second goal, and I know it's very tense, and I know, but the players can feel that tension as well. And, it only heightens the anxiety if you make a mistake for the players. But for me, anyways, getting off of all of that, for me, he played well today. I'm going to give him a 7. The lightning rod. Mr. Lightning Rod. Martin Odegaard. Today's performance, I don't know if it was good or if it was bad. There were some glimpses where he was back to the guy that won player of the season, and then there were some glimpses where, why is this guy on the field? So today, I don't know. But I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt today, and I'm going to give him a 7. It might be too high, but I'm going to give him a 7 today because we need everybody going to secure this championship. Wow, that's high. But for me anyways, we'll leave it at that. Came off early in the first half. Listen, for all of you guys out there that are asking why play him in front of Gyökeres, or why play Gyökeres in front of Havertz. Listen, they're two different players, guys. Okay? Gyökeres is a better finisher, in my opinion, than Havertz, and Havertz is a better hold-up man than Gyökeres. This is part of my reasoning for play them together. Gyökeres is the type of guy that it should be one touch and bang. It shouldn't have to be, I have to chase this ball, then I have to control this ball, then I got to beat him, and then I got to beat him, and then I got to put it top corner. If you're watching the goals he scored against Tottenham, those are strikers' goals. The one that played into him from Timber, control, bang, goal. The second goal where he's just making that run in and chips it in the top corner, goal. That's what we need our striker to do. Gary Lineker type striker. Just sit in the 6-yard box, ball pops out, bang, hit it, goal. I don't need you to run from center and cut in and run in and cut in and beat this guy and then beat that guy and then have to score. That's not the type of striker he is. It might work in the Portuguese league because it's garbage, but in the Premier League, it's not. It's not going to work. But if you have a player like Havertz who's okay with holding it up, chesting it down, playing it back, and then that ball that you played back goes over the top to him into the 18-yard box where he can take a touch and hit it, you're going to be feeding into Gyökeres' strengths, in my opinion. Anyways, this guy got hurt. He came off and went straight down to the tunnel. I don't know. That doesn't look good to me. But I've seen players come back from things that look like that. The next game they're back playing, so hopefully it's not that bad. I'm not going to give him a rating. I don't think he played out long enough for me to give him one, but didn't do anything outrageously bad today. This is the type of game where it's like, yeah, now I understand why players or why the fans are like, why did we sign this guy? I like Madueke. I think he offers a lot, but there's just some instances where it's just like, why are you doing that? Why? And there was too many of those. Why have you done that today for me? I'm not going to look at one game and say this guy's garbage, because for me, guys, honestly, for me, if you watch the show and listen to the ratings, and he doesn't play that badly most times. For me, he doesn't play that badly. He's someone that we can use. He's speed on the wing, and you have to account for him because he will skin you on the wing if you allow him to. He's in the last couple of games, he's had problems recognizing the end line and where that is, but whatever. Just like Zubamende, you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days. Just don't string a lot of the bad games in a row. That's what we need to avoid. But anyways, 6 today. He wasn't particularly good up top. Who was on the other wing? Who started on the other wing? Oh, it was Eza. So we talked about Eza already. So we missed one in the midfield then. Zubamende, Rice, and Odegaard. No, we didn't miss anybody. Okay, good. Substitutions. There was a point in the game. I didn't even remember he was on the field. And there was a point in the game he got the ball. I was like, oh, Martinelli's on. Guys, I like him. But there was a time when Odegaard had a ball. It was either play it on the right hand side where there's 2 defenders and 2 of our players, or play it to Gyökeres through, and maybe he can open up his foot and slide it in back post. Then Odegaard chose the other pass. It's frustrating to watch. If I was Victor Gyökeres, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what happens in training. I don't know what happens in the locker room. I don't know what kind of guy Victor Gyökeres is. Maybe they don't like him. Maybe he's not a likable guy. I don't know what it is, but I don't understand why you're not, as a creative midfielder, you're not looking for your striker. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But I'm not going to give him a rating as well. I mean, he fought hard for a ball that he shouldn't have won, and won it back for our team, and got a nice applause from the fans. But as far as just getting in the box and banging goals, and I don't understand why we never played him the ball. I don't get it. Is he a dickhead? I don't know. I don't know. Rare sighting of this guy. Again, I mean, didn't do anything wrong. Same description, guys. If you're a defender and I don't hear your name, beautiful. Beautiful. And the last, he's back, guys. He's back. Almost made an instant impact. Could have laid it off for somebody else. Again, not Gyökeres, but I don't know who was running in. Could have laid it off for him. Got a corner out of it. The commentator was saying he doesn't blame him for not passing that. I mean, if it's 2-0, okay, I don't mind. But if someone has a better shot, then you gotta pass that. Especially being out for how many games and how many weeks were you out? I think you gotta pass that. But anyways, not gonna replay the game here. So yeah, no rating for him. I don't think he played long enough. He did have some opportunities though. So I mean that bodes well. We're starting to get a little bit of our attack back. Maybe he is part of the reason why we're slowing down a little bit, but we'll see in the next coming games. But you have to win all the games. This has to be it. We have to win all the games. Well, there's one more guy we have to talk about. This guy here. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. We get a goal and it's just like, it's so difficult to get the second goal. I don't know if the instruction is keep what we have and let's go. Let's just keep it. Don't do anything risky. I don't know. Anyways, whatever he feels he needs to do to win, and wins are what we get by whatever his actions are, I won't complain. So whatever. 6, 7 today, whatever. It's fine. So those are the player ratings today. Listen, guys, we have bogey team. For me, we have bogey teams coming up. I believe we play Fulham next. It's at the Emirates, but they're a team that plays us very well. Just like Newcastle, they play us very well. Since we have no plan B whenever we're playing, hopefully our plan A will work. So by the time, hopefully if we win that game, by the time Man City plays their games, we will have a 6-point lead again. And then they're going to have another game in hand. So hopefully we can come away with W's. They were saying on the commentary that we're facing teams in the bottom half. The remaining games are teams that are in the bottom half of the league, which for me is the teams that we have the most difficulty with. And the remaining games for Manchester City are teams that are in the top half of the league. So do with that information as you will, whatever that means. So W's, that's it, guys. W's. Get the W. I guess we're happy. So let's keep it moving. If you're not subscribed to the podcast, you can get us on YouTube. Obviously, you're watching it here. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram at ClockEndersPod, all one word, on all social media platforms. If you're not involved in the TikTok conversations, get involved. Let your feelings be heard. If I'm crazy, let me know. If the result was amazing to you, let me know. I mean, not the result, sorry. If the whatever you think is amazing, let me know, and we can have a discussion there. There's discussions going left and right on that thing. Sometimes I have to turn it off sometimes, but anyways, if you're not following on Instagram or TikTok, do that at ClockEndersPod. Every time I put out a new show, you'll get a notification if you hit the bell right here and get that notification on YouTube. So guys, next Saturday, I think 12:30 again, we play Fulham at the Emirates. We have Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano. I think it's something else now. I don't think it's called that Wanda anymore. I think they changed the sponsorship. I think it's just called the Metropolitano. So we play them on Wednesday at 3. Get your popcorn ready for that. I think they'll be well ready for us to play. So guys, W's, we move. So see you Wednesday. Well, maybe I'll do a show Wednesday. Depends how the week goes, but definitely we'll see you next Saturdays. Come on, you Gunners.